think what we're finding is a deep sense of satisfaction and joy that I don't think we would find anywhere else.
What they're really doing was what I wanted all along. They're sharing food with someone else.
Hey, I'm Eric.
And I'm Stacy.
And we're the Trimbles. We have 4 kids. Evan is our oldest son, and then Grayson. And then we have Anna Claire and Ella, our 2 daughters.
And Evan is married to Hannah, and they have a son, Rhett, who's 17 months old.
So I've kind of always grown up around the farm life. I mean, you didn't have any.
The opposite. So growing up, I lived in and out of motels, food stamps. Essentially, I was homeless at 15. Having my own family, I knew it was really important to eat a meal together.
So we've always done really slow dinners at our house. You get to see where your kids are. If they're talkative, you know they probably had a good day. You know, if they're quiet, you're like, you know, are you okay? What's going on? And there's been so many things that have happened around our table.
When we have a guest over, we have them sign their name. We think
to the bottom of the table.
Yeah, sign their name to the bottom of the table.
I've been turned on as well. Hey, here we go. Father, we thank you for tonight, and I thank you for. It was also the place where we taught our kids to pray. Ella was a quiet kid, and she just didn't want to do it. We finally got her to the spot, and it was just say what Dad says. And man, the genuineness of her just copying me. And those are moments that are genuinely burned into my mind's eye. And I just wonder, like, if it was in another setting, would have that been able to take place? I don't think so. The table's sacred for us.
We sometimes take it for granted, but when another kid says, I wish my family would do that, it's really good to know that we are doing something, even if it's so simple.
Well, so Stacy has baked sourdough just at our house for a while.
If you can have flour and water and salt, you can make a loaf of bread. It's one of the oldest forms of making bread. Every batch of dough is a mind of its own. So the temperature of the room matters, the temperature of the water, the temperature of the flour. The humidity change. Every time I have to relearn sourdough. I want it to be something that I can do at home alongside of my life.
Yeah, I had a little farm stand, and so people would pre-order some bread, and we would go deliver it to them. And then she just started, through her social media, said, hey, anybody want me to bake you a couple loaves of bread? And we make like $100, and we were like, yes. I'm a risk taker, So I was really surprised when I get a text message one day that has a link, and Stacy says, "What do you think about this building?" And I said, "For what?" And she said, "To do the bakery in." And so we went and looked at this building, and it was an old tattoo shop. You can imagine what it looked like. Construction background, I went in, gutted the whole inside of it. We redid plumbing and wiring and paint and floors, and she was baking 2 loaves at a time.
In my home oven.
In her home oven, to be able to bake about 12 at a time. We opened that bakery on Father's Day weekend, and so I think it was like June 17th last year. We had no idea what it was going to be like.
How to even run a business. I could bake the bread. I didn't know how to run a business.
So we all just got up there that morning and baked bread and baked cookies and held hands and stood in a circle, and we said, "God, if this is what you want us to do, it's up to you." Almost every day that we were open in that little building, we sold out.
It just wasn't efficient to work there.
And she came to me and she said, "I've either got to quit when our lease is up, or we've got to expand to a bigger building. We don't want to close because we feel like we're offering the community something that they can't get anywhere else. We just made the leap, like we're going to sign the lease. We're going to get into the building." As scary as it was almost that same feeling as day one opening in the small building. Like, man, it was incredible the very first day that we opened here. Our family is just really, we've moved from working in the house together to working here at the bakery together.
So it truly is a family-run business. It's not just one person. Everyone has a vital role.
Yeah.
I make all of the dough. Eric bakes all of the artisan loaves. Anna Claire makes all of the cookie dough, which is a really demanding job. Ella is 13, but she can run a kitchen and shape sourdough. And Evan will be a dough mixer.
It's definitely taken all of us to get to this spot.
A village.
And then we have the opportunity to take bread 2 times a week to my family farm where I grew up. I think what we're finding in all of this is that it's building layers of community where people want good food.
So my brother owns a barbecue place down the road, and he whipped up this sandwich, what's called the sibling. And so every week we take loaves down to him. His customers eat it and want to know, where did you get this bread? Yeah. I'm so proud of him, and I know he's so proud of me. And it's really neat that we're literally a few businesses down from each other.
Yeah. And it's just, for us, it's just an extension of what we tried to do for years at our home. Just open up a space where the student who didn't have a home or the comfortable place for them to come and sit, or a place for a kid that never had a home-cooked meal.
Yeah.
To be able just to come and go, and this is what real food tastes like.
My vision is to be the vessel to bring people together at their own dinner table. My saying is, breaking bread together begins with baking bread. We haven't advertised our business at all. It's all been word of mouth. So people come in, buy bread, and they take it to someone else. The advertisement is just a bonus, because what they're really doing was what I wanted all along. They're sharing food with someone else.
One of our biggest desires is for this to be something that's bigger than us. If we're just baking bread for a few years and then it's over, big deal. But with our family, with our girls, with our boys, we're wanting to build something that's bigger than us, that's going to last for several generations to come. Yeah. I'm Eric.
And I'm Stacy with Provision Farm Collective.
And we are for the family.